Yeah. Lou, hi, I'm Chris here. Rose, be careful of the thorns. Okay, wait. Lou, how old are you? 18, and are you in school? What school? Wow, meron tayong mestiza, morena, chinita. Parang buffet table.
If you spent the last few years complaining about the seemingly endless runs of Kabit Series and Ang Provinciano, it wasn't much different back in the mid-2000s. Back then, the focus of ridicule was on fantaserias and soaps in general. The more intellectual side of the audience was craving highbrow television, or anything with even a hint of sophistication. Well, IBC 13 heard the cry for help. In 2005, they introduced an evening block slate dubbed Wednesday Lupet Nights. About a couple of hours worth of shows that bucked the trend of your average primetime programming. The brainchild of Ideal Minds Corporation. The same outfit that will later bring us a number of comparatively more popular shows like Maverick and Ariel, and Mommy Elvie's problematic show on ABC5, and It's a Guy Thing in Studio 23. Its calling card were reality TV and absurdist humor. Not surprisingly, the experiment didn't last long. It reportedly was axed as early as August, and if you weren't into channel surfing, you are not alone if you missed the entire run. In fact, corroborating its existence is impossible due to the dearth of information available. The only proof that I'm not gaslighting is through the few clips I was able to record and upload on Undust Fixation of On-Air Tambayan, the variety show that kicks off the slate. Hosted by J.M. Rodriguez, On-Air held weekly interviews with prominent guests, Tito Jokes, before Tito Jokes were a thing, and the subject of this undusting, the infamous Yeah Boy. A segment so cringy cancel culture would have eaten it alive on just the first episode alone. Clearly a product of its time, Yeah Boy's premise was touring random spots each week with the express intent of featuring the prettiest girls in the metro. Some of the shooting locations were Eastwood, Intramuros, Boracay, Lasal Taft, Ateneo, UP Diliman, and Moraita. Girls who were deemed eye-catching received a rose from the host, one of which was future financial coach and political vlogger Chris Tan. This is then followed by the host asking for a cheek kiss, punctuated by the titular celebratory "Yeah, boy," and the flashing of a shaka.
Yeah, boy!
The problem with this is twofold. Putting women on the spot to ask for a kiss isn't exactly giving them an option. In some extreme cases, particularly when the subject shows hesitation, it's the host that kisses the girl instead. Strangely, when it's on the Candy Mag episode, the kiss was out of the question. Gee, I wonder why. The second and more egregious issue is that some of the girls are minors. The episodes were largely filmed on the University Belt area, after all. This was made worse by the host creepily pointing out their age with consternation.
How old are you, Mika? Oh my God.
Among other crass commentary, that is.
17, 18.
Okay, only one legal out of all of them.
Yes, I get it. It was the mid-2000s. This was normal then. We were a full year away from Jack Dorsey pitching Twitter in a brainstorm, or Tarana Burke coining Me Too. For all we know, the hosts have adopted egalitarian views since then and consider this phase a bad shame and are glad that it's buried only for some archivist to dig up the skeletons. That being said, as fun it is to reflect with fond nostalgia of the past, that's the reason why this channel exists after all. I would be remiss if I didn't mention the lowlights of those days. I don't want to follow in the footsteps of our elder predecessors, all smug and self-righteous, reeking of juvenoia, and blaming the youth for their computer games, by using terms like snowflake and woke in a derogatory manner. Let's all be glad that the antics of Yeah Boy and its ilk are largely seen in a negative light today. Thank you for listening to my Tito Talks, and I'll see you on the next undusting.